So I'm guessing you found this video because you're thinking about moving to Newport. Well, it's great to hear about all the reasons to move here. Why not hear about some of the reasons why it might not be great to move here? What's up, everyone? This is Jessal, your go-to real estate agent here in Newport on the Oregon coast. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to hear about everything about living, breathing, sleeping, eating here in Newport, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you're notified every time I make a new video. If you're thinking about moving, relocating, or coming to stay here in Newport, please feel free to reach out by email, call, text, send a message in a bottle, however you got to get a hold of me. I love to hear from folks about moving to Newport. So I thought I would do something a little different and share some of the downsides to living here. I was sitting in my office and thought, while this is a great place to live for some of us, it's really not a perfect fit for everyone. And I have those conversations with people. So we all know nowhere's perfect. So I want to share the top 3 reasons people decide not to move to Newport. And so here we are, a week and a half from Christmas, and guess what? It's raining. Well, not at the moment, but it was a few minutes ago. And that can sum up our weather here in the wintertime. You just never know. I've seen winters where it was sunny and beautiful half the winter, and I've seen other winters like this one where you felt like the rain was never going to stop. That's the reality of living at the coast in the Pacific Northwest. You never know what you're going to get for weather. Winter weather in Oregon can be tough, and at the coast especially, we get rain, we get storms, we get wind, we get all kinds of weather. Fortunately, we don't get very much snow, and usually the temperature never drops below freezing. This winter, I think we've only seen it down to right at about 32 degrees. So our weather here can suck. That's just the reality of it. Another thing to keep in mind if you're considering moving to Newport is it's a small town. We have about 10,000 people living in Newport. So there's a lot of things that we live without. I have a lot of clients that move here from metro areas, whether that's Phoenix, Los Angeles, Denver, Seattle, and all those places. You're used to being able to get whatever you want, whenever you want. And here it's a small town and it's seasonal. So in the wintertime, a lot of these small stores that we have restrict their hours. Some have to close through the winter. So you have to be a little flexible with what's available. So the other thing that's important to talk about is the tourism. Because we wait all winter for summertime to get here, the weather gets good, and then guess what? Here everybody comes. We live at the beach. The reality is any beach town you live, when the weather gets good, people want to visit. So what can make that an additional challenge is here on the Oregon coast, most of the towns have Highway 101 running right through town. So when you have a lot of people traveling by car, sometimes town can get congested. So when we hit August and it gets nice, you got to be a little bit patient. You might be waiting a little longer in the restaurants to get seated. Might take a little longer to get out to get to the, might take a little longer to get on the highway from your house. But sometimes the congestion in these little towns can get frustrating. So it's important to know, and it's important to look at. So to recap, the top 3 reasons why I find people decide not to move here are the inconsistent weather in the winter, the fact that it is a small town and there's not the amenities they need, and because it can get too busy for them in the summertime. But because I do tend to be a pretty optimistic guy, I do want to share one little nugget of something that I love about living here. And that is when we hit those Indian summer days in October, things have started to quiet down and you get that 70-degree day at the beach. You're grateful for all the other time you spend here waiting to get there.